Hi there, and welcome to our presentation on Nurse Theorist Sister Callista Roy. Sister Callista Roy, a member of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, was born on October 14, 1939 in Los Angeles, California. In 1963, she received her bachelor's degree in nursing from Mount St. Mary's College. Following the achievement of her bachelor's degree, Roy earned her master's degree in nursing in 1966 from the University of California at Los Angeles. In addition to her degrees in nursing, Sister Roy also received a master's degree in sociology in 1973 and a doctorate in sociology in 1977. While Roy was working towards her master's degree in nursing, she was challenged by one of her professors, Dorothy E. Johnson, to develop a conceptual model for nursing. This was the stepping stone that Roy used to begin the development of the adaptation model. Roy held the position of Associate Professor of Nursing at Mount St. Mary's University until 1982, when she was promoted to the rank of Professor. She held this rank at both St. Mary's and the University of Portland. Between 1983 and 1985, Roy was a Robert Wood Johnson postdoctoral scholar fellow at the University of California at San Francisco as a clinical nurse scholar in neuroscience. Finally, in 1987, Roy took the position of Nurse Theorist at Boston College, where she is still teaching today. Next, we're going to head over to Andrew.
Back in from 1977 to 1982, she presented organizing frameworks for nursing diagnoses called Patterns of Unitary Man. In 1978, she received an award from the Fellow of American Academy of Nursing. In 1995, she received the Medal of Carondelet awarded by Mount St. Mary's College. She served on the Board of International Network for Doctoral Education from 2003 until 2006. She received awards from the STDI, which is an honorary society of nursing. She also received an award from the National League of Nursing, as well as an award from the North American Nursing Diagnosis Association. She holds 4 honorary doctorates, and to this date she has been a part of 130 publications and 11 books. John's over there, he's got something else to say!
Unsurprisingly, Sister Roy used many sources and citations from various texts to produce her adaptation model. The first example we use would be a citation from Harry Helston's adaptation model and his work in psychophysics that was classified as social and behavioral science. This model helped lay a framework for Roy's model. Within the model, Helston states adaptive responses are a function of the incoming stimulus and the adaptive law. He goes on to define stimuli as any factor that provokes a response elicited from the internal or external environment. He also developed the adaptation level zone, which determines whether a stimulus will elicit either a positive or negative response. Roy combined this work with Rappaport's definition of systems to view people as individualistic adaptive systems. Roy also developed her model using further reference from Downherd, Lazarus, Mechanic, and Sallier. She also gives special credit to co-authors Drever for outlining subdivisions of self-integrity, and Martine and Sato for identifying common and primary stimuli affecting the modes she developed. Co-workers Trosch, Tidro, and Van Lindingham contributed to the interdependence mode, and Randall contributed to Roy's function mode. Once the model was developed, Roy presented it as a framework for nursing practice, research, and education. Remarkably, Roy states that more than 1,500 faculty and students have contributed to theoretical development of the adaptation model. Roy states influence from Snigg and Coombs relating to self-concept and group identity. Roy builds on Sullivan's suggestions that self arises from social interaction. Her mode, physical role, function, and interdependence were drawn from biological and behavioral sciences. Final development occurred in the 1990s and into the 21st century, which included updates of scientific and philosophical nature, assumptions, a redefinition of adaptation and adaptation levels, extension of adaptive modes to group-level knowledge development. Analysis, critique, and synthesis of the Roy adaptation model has been ongoing for the past 25 years, and as science develops, Roy will continue to revise her model, or have it revised. Why not take a look at the view?
Hey, John! John, can you see me? Hey! So Roy views a person as a whole being, comprised of different parts, functioning in unity for a purpose. This allows for a holistic perspective. Roy used the work of theorist Helson as a basis to her model, balancing the traditional physical views with the concept of human thought and emotion as it relates to the cosmic world. Roy believes the client should take on an active role in their own care. This model deeply values a person's subjective opinion and promotes the principle of the common purpose of human existence. While the view was created for individuals, it can also be applied to groups or even society as a whole. In Roy's model, person is an adaptive open system which uses coping skills to deal with stressors. This system reacts to 3 different stimuli: focal, contextual, and residual, which can either be within the system itself or outside of it as part of the environment. The range of adaptation is the amount of stimuli one needs to receive before they change to make the best use of their environment. Roy emphasizes that the person reacts to a specific situation and tries to fit into his or her surrounding. But Dan can tell us more about this. Hey Dan!